Hi traders, welcome to our weekly top-down analysis. So stay tuned for trading setups with your entry price levels, take profit levels, and stop levels and stop loss levels. So for this episode, we're beginning with step index, and as always, we begin analyzing from the weekly time frame. So from the weekly time frame, we can see step index is bearish as it's forming lower lows and lower highs. Therefore, marking my key levels, we have a supply zone right there. And then down here, we have a demand zone. Heading over to the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, we can see price reacting from that supply. Therefore, we have a break of structure. We have a break of structure right there. And then I can see we have a change of character to indicate this buying momentum is over and the sellers are stepping into the market. So we have a change of character. We have a change of character, and then the order block which caused the change of character is that order block where price is currently reacting from. Heading over to the 4 hours time frame. From the 4 hours, our break of structure will be at that level. And then the change of character, that level. And then our order block, that is where price has just stepped in and it's pushing down. Price has stepped into our order block and we are getting a push to the downside. Now, marking my take profit levels, that can be a first take profit, and that also can be a take profit level. Heading over to the 1 hour time frame. So from the 1 hour time frame, we have a change of character. Rather a break of structure. We have a break of structure, and then we have this change of character. We do have that change of character, and then the other block which caused the change of character, it is that other block where now we can position for a sell. Heading over to the entry time frame, which is the M15. So from the 15-minute time frame, we have that break of structure. and then the change of character will now be at this level. And then our order block at that level. Right there. And then we have this break of structures that price is creating here. We also have that break of structure. We also have that break of structure. Break of structure. Another break of structure. And another break of structure. Therefore, I'm seeing these order blocks that price is leaving here as liquidity. Therefore, I'm going to mark this as my liquidity or inducement level. Now the coordinates for the sell limit. You can go ahead and place a sell limit on step index with your entry price at 7844.3, stop loss at 7857.1, and take profit at 7781.2, and always apply proper risk management. Therefore, since a change of character has occurred, I'm anticipating for price to sweep out this order blocks or this liquidity state here, take me in, and then proceed to the downside because the overall trend is bearish on step index. So that is what I'm anticipating to happen. Now, let me go ahead and also place a limit order on step index. Entry price at 7844.3. Stop loss at 7857.1, and then take profit at 7781.2. Therefore, I've also placed my sell limit. Now, moving over to volatility 100. From the weekly time frame, you can see price is bearish as it's forming lower lows and lower highs. Now, we have price reacting from that supply. And then we have a demand zone right here. Therefore, we're going to be looking for selling opportunities from that supply until this demand. Heading over to the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, we have this break of structure. We have that break of structure, and then we have this change of character, because to indicate this bullish trend is over now, the sellers are stepping into the market at that key level, which is our supply. we have a change of character, and then the order block which caused the change of character, it is that order block where price is currently reacting. Heading over to the 4 hours time frame. From the 4 hours, our break of structure will be at that level. And then our change of character, adjusting it to the 4 hours, it's going to be there. As that was the last higher low before the sellers broke structure. So we have that change of character. And then the order block which caused the change of character, it is that order block right there. And then we have these break of structures that price cost here as liquidity. I'm seeing that as liquidity that price has to sweep to go and tap into my order block. So this is my liquidity that price has to clear to go and to mitigate my order block. Heading over to the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame. The change of character will be at that level. Now, for the coordinates, you can go ahead and place a sell limit. Or rather, let me scale it down to the 15-minute time frame and see. Okay, we can go ahead and place a sell limit on volatility 100 with your entry price at 703.72, stop loss at 720.40, and first take profit at 547.74, second take profit at 505.03, third take profit at 450.60, and always apply proper risk management. Therefore, I'm anticipating for price to clear this liquidity, tap into the order block, and then continue selling because the overall trend is bearish. And then for VIX 75 for this episode, I'm not going to analyze it because I already have a trade that is running. Therefore, I'm going to leave this one out for our next episode. As you can see, I have trades that are running on volatility 75. Therefore, I'm not going to analyze it. All right, traders, that's it for this episode. If you did find the episode helpful, consider subscribing to the channel and become part of the family, and have a profitable trading week. See you next week.